This is Terry Kurtz On-Line reporting on Victor Valley, High Desert, and Mojave River Valley events, activities, entertainment, sports, and history. San Bernardino County's budget for the 2023-2024 fiscal year contains a number of appropriation items directly benefiting the 1st District. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department is adding 7 deputy sheriff positions at Victor Valley Station and 2 deputy positions at the Barstow Sheriff's. Also provided $500,000 to fund 2 Adelanto deputy positions for 1 year. Additional county funding will go toward expanding the inmate housing capacity and adding 38 new positions at the High Desert Detention Center. This will result in improved medical and mental health treatment for inmates while ensuring compliance with mandated staffing levels and training. San Bernardino County Fire is receiving an approximate $17 million budget increase for the North Desert Regional Service Zone, with over $3.5 million directed toward capital expenditures. $375,000 is also provided for a new snowcat at San Bernardino County Fire's Wrightwood Station. Public Works funding for 1st District projects include the Ranchero Road widening and rehabilitation in Hesperia, the Rock Springs Road bridge replacement in Apple Valley, the paving of the Green Tree Boulevard connecting roadway and bridge, the National Trails Highway Bridges Management Plan, and paving the Shadow Mountain Road and Bridge in Hellendale. Disaster relief. The new budget invests $15 million from the general fund for victims of this winter's severe blizzards. This will be used for community needs not covered by Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, and the U.S. Small Business Administration. The county is investing $72.7 million on its Homeless Initiative spending plan to prevent and reduce homelessness. The Workforce Development Board will receive $500,000 for its Economic Recovery Business Services Outreach Support Program. This will allow the county to partner with local chambers of commerce to provide resources for small businesses struggling to hire and build their workforce. $31 million will go toward large-scale improvements and additional staff at our county's 9 regional parks, including Mojave Narrows Regional Park and Calico Ghost Town. San Bernardino County crime fighters' latest crime suppression crackdown results in the most felony arrests and biggest illegal narcotics seizure yet. Operation Consequences sweeps in 5 Victorville areas and 2 Hesperia locations, plus 12 areas in San Bernardino, Colton, Rancho Cucamonga, and Highland, led to 27 felony arrests and seized 20 firearms while confiscating over 20 pounds of illegal narcotics, including fentanyl, cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin. Consequences felony arrests now total 167 since the operation began in February. Operation Consequences concentrates on curbing violent crime, disrupting and dismantling targeted criminal street gangs, and locating and arresting criminals who are illegally possessing, manufacturing, and trafficking firearms. Consequences also involves crime suppression operations and parole and probation checks. There are currently 6,721 parolees at large in California and 564 parolees at large in San Bernardino County. San Bernardino County public safety officials are reminding residents that possession of any type of fireworks, including safe and sane fireworks, is illegal in unincorporated areas of the county. In the 1st District, safe and sane fireworks are only allowed in the city of Adelanto. The fine for possession of illegal fireworks can be up to $1,250 in San Bernardino County. To report illegal fireworks in the high desert, residents may call 760-956-5001. That number is for anywhere in the county except Victorville. To report illegal fireworks in Victorville, go to victorvilleca.gov. The fine for lighting illegal fireworks in Victorville is $1,000. To report the use of fireworks in Apple Valley during regular business hours, call the Apple Valley Fire Protection District at 760-247-7618. After hours, call 760-956-5001. To anonymously report illegal fireworks, call the We Tip hotline at 1-800-47-ARSON. Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports Activity, your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV, 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV. TKOL flashes back to Skills USA competition years past. 3 Apple Valley High School fabrication and welding students compete in Kentucky in the National Skills USA Welding Finals.
I'm Bryce Avance, and this is the Skills USA fabrication contest.
Of course. My name is Ryan Meindl.
And how do you spell your last name, Ryan?
Meindl.
Ryan, what's your role on this team?
I'm the captain, and then the stick welder or arc welding.
What's your name?
Jaden Roop.
How do you spell your last name? Is it Jayde?
Yes, sir.
And last name, how do you spell it?
Roupe.
Okay.
I'm oxy welding, or MIG welding, and some flux core welding. So kind of an all-around everything I do.
Yeah.
I'm the TIG welder.
What is it?
The TIG welder.
What is a TIG welder?
It's a different process of welding. The consumable electrode melts the metal, and you dip a filler rod into it to make the weld and to fuse the 2 pieces of metal together. MIG welding, so you have a gun with the trigger, and the wire is fed through the gun, the copper wire. And then I do flux core welding. It's the same thing as stick welding, just same thing as MIG, just with a flux coating on the outside of that wire.
It's GMAW, G-M-A-W, and it's a type of process that we use, which we have a stinger and an electrode that has a continuous burn.
We're high school fabrication, so they give us a design set plans of what they want us to build for nationals. Usually they give us material, what we want to build. This one they give us what we need to build, what materials we're using, and how we're going to build it, and how much time, which is 6.5 hours.
So with the teamwork process, we all have to take our own, carry our own weight, if it makes sense. Where one person's cutting, one person's welding, one person's grinding or sanding. We got to make it work and flow like a river. You can't have any obstructions. And with these practices, it helps build as a team and prepares us for our competition in Kentucky.
So this is a rocket stove. So what it does is right here you have your wood feeder, and it feeds it down into here in the bottom here, and it creates your smoke or flame or whatever you want to use, and then it builds up into here. You put your meat on top and you barbecue up here. This latch folds open here. Then you have a little slide here where the ash falls out. Clean it all out, push it back in, and on the back you have, you can call it a potato warmer. You feed your potatoes with aluminum foil and slide them in here at the top, and then take them out at the bottom. That way they're warm, nice.
We are practicing, so we build 2 of them. Here's one, and we're building in the middle of building another one. And when we get there to Kentucky, we have to build a whole another one in 6.5 hours.
It's more mentally challenging knowing the time, working with all these materials and hoping to get everything cut right and under the time constraint. But with these practices, it helps a lot to build that confidence up and prepare us for this weekend.
Right, so what's the toughest part of it? Is it the time pressure or just the craftsmanship?
Almost everything. We have to cut everything and make sure everything fits nice, and we run into problems and we run into things that work well.
It's real challenging. If there's hiccups, you're going to have to fix those hiccups. That takes time. And we don't have much time, of course, so everything has to process just right and cut just right and everything.
What classes have you taken at Apple Valley High School in welding and fabrication?
Actually a lot physics. Physics helped me out a lot with this. And then I've been a welding student for 4 years, so we took the SolidWorks class where you do all your computer design. Then you do your intermediate and go through all your welds, stick welding, TIG welding, MIG welding, oxygen acetylene welding. And then you go to the advanced class, and that's when you make your own projects. So learning and figuring it out on yourself and having Penfold teach us and help us out kind of prepares us for everything. But learning the math between normal math and physics and trying to get everything put together is what really helps me.
Great. That's very, very good. Thank you for these comments.
Thank you.
Flying out Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Apple Valley High School Computer and Media Pathway. Students prepare for Skills USA opening round competition. Skills USA is a national program involving students who are preparing for careers in trade, technical, and skilled service occupations. Apple Valley sends 133 students to Skills USA competition this year for Sun Devils junior Sammy Solis, her third year competing in Skills USA.
So Career Pathway Showcase is a competition showcasing whatever CTE program you're in and how it can prepare you for career readiness. So basically we are doing, because we are in an informational technology program, so we are showcasing how camp has affected our community, and we're basing our project off of the way we share technology with schools in our area. So we're going to middle schools in the district, and we're showing them certain skills that they might need or certain skills they're working on to kind of advance their program or whatever they're doing.
For the past 3 years, we've done this competition, which is CPS, where we're showcasing our academy and the community service project that we have to help the younger schools with their to get them ready to come into camp. And then last year we attempted to do promotional bulletin board, which came out good, which is the bulletin board right there, which was showcasing skills. And we had to make a board to hold up in the office, so that way people who would walk into the office, they would be informed as to what skills was, and if they were interested, they would come into the meetings that we would have throughout the years.
4 Sun Devils freshmen comprise the entrepreneurship team. They will compete against teams with students from all grade levels.
So entrepreneurship for Skills USA is really just a visual and kind of verbal presentation on the market and the kind of company we build on our own.
I'm the Chief Financial Officer, so I take care of all the finances and figure out what we need to do to make our app actually run.
My name is Tice Ali, and I'm going to make the application.
I am in charge of getting our ads out there and publicity mostly.
Our app right now is kind of a errand-based system to where you can post your errands that you need done, and you put it on a kind of message board for other people around the world to see.
This week I'm talking to an accountant to help me figure out how the numbers are going to work and what I need to hire a coder and figure out our future financial.
Okay.
So I have to figure out how much it'll cost for each ad, and then I'll transfer that to our CFO.
My favorite part is coding the app and figuring out how we're going to make it and showing our judges that we know how to make the app for it.
Honestly, I'd say advertising. I think advertising is probably my favorite so far. Getting everything out there, figuring out how it actually gets out there.
My favorite part would probably be the flexibility that we get to have with our imagination, I guess, how we get to create it by ourselves.
Typical for photographers, they enjoy capturing on-camera images of others not being on camera themselves.
My main role in camp as a whole is photography. I'm pretty high up there, I would say, with editing. I'm not going to brag too much, but I'm fairly good at editing photos.
Caitlin, what's your role here as a photographer? What do you do?
I just
take pictures?
Yeah, mainly I just take pictures of our surroundings. We go out during class and take pictures of the school and edit them so that we can put it as our Chromebook backgrounds.
About photography, I enjoy just capturing the beautiful moments. Just what I do, I randomly take pictures of things that bring interest into me, and then I make it into something more when I edit it.
I take pictures. I love editing pictures. That's my favorite part of taking pictures.
All right. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
How does this all tie into Skills USA? When you get into the competition, what you submit, it can be of anything?
Yeah.
Does it have to be school related or no?
No. Well, when we get there, we take pictures of the school, but we take 2 pictures with us that don't have to do with anything.
Wow, so you're judged in part on spontaneous of what you do that day. Oh, what has this whole camp program done for you at Apple Valley High School?
It's given me the opportunity to Pride has given us all these equipment that we're allowed to use, and so we can be creative. We can make the certain videos that we want, or any creative process we can make. And so the one thing I love about camp is just there's no right or wrong thing if you make a video. It's just like if you make a video and you personally like it, everyone's gonna enjoy it and find something in it that they like. And so it's just everyone's always accepting, and then so that's always a good thing in a program like this. And then it's just we learn a lot through each other. It's almost like a family, so that's the biggest part too.
Thank you guys. Good job.
Apple Valley High School junior Dominic Schlosser won the silver medal for Computer Numerical Control Turning Specialist at the 2022 Skills USA National Leadership and Skills Competition in Georgia. His plans for his upcoming senior year include training students and reinvigorating the Apple Valley Engineering Extension program that uses 21st century tools such as 3D printers, CNC machines, laser cutters, and other advanced manufacturing technology. Let's go back to 2015.
The Apple Valley High School Precision Machining and Design program prepares students for careers in engineering, design, and machining. Students gain hands-on experience on cutting-edge machinery, literally and figuratively. These students are working on the CNC lathe.
I'm actually from AP Physics, and right now we're working on a project. So what we have to do is we have to make a boat. And so I can use the machines we have here, like the CNC lathe and the manual lathe, to help me build my boat and, to cut out the parts and things like that. Basically, our test is to use the blueprints and to create this. And so what I'm doing right now is I put some bluing ink on here, and I use a little scribe to help mark off my points. So that would be these points right here. And I'm trying to zero out my axes, which are those over there. And so I just want to make sure that they're zeroed off, so when I go in and make my cuts, I have the right measurements. According to the blueprint, it says we have to go 0.75 across each of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to start, and this is what I did on this. So what I did was I took this, and I basically measured out 0.75 on each. So you can see this is exactly 0.75. So I did the same thing on my workpiece. And I took it and I measured it out. And I put little scribes, so that way I made sure I had my correct measurements.
I was like, oh shoot, it's getting lit.
That's what that was.
The CNC lathe is just one part of the program students experience as they become college and career ready. The program is a joint investment of the Apple Valley Unified School District, the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, and business partners.
Apple Valley High School senior Itzel Gonzalez has been crowned California's Miss Amazing Teen Queen 2019. This pageant is the largest in the nation, dedicated to celebrating and empowering girls and women with disabilities. We met Itzel Gonzalez when she was competing in Skills USA baking competition.
Hi, my name is Itzel Gonzalez.
Itzel Gonzalez is among the 55 Apple Valley High School students advancing to state in Skills USA competition. She is in the Action Skills category. In her leadership presentation, Itzel Gonzalez tells she has Down syndrome.
I have Down syndrome. I work in really hard.
She has a part-time job.
I work at a restaurant. I work Mama Capino.
And reveals her future plans to attend college and eventually
open
her own bakery.
I want to go to college, open my bakery.
Competing in Skills USA is just one ingredient in this outstanding student's recipe for preparing for her future.
I working really hard.
Congratulations to California Miss Amazing Teen Queen Itzel Gonzalez, and best of luck in the national pageant in Chicago in August. Victor Valley Transit Authority and San Bernardino Sheriff's Department are working together to enhance safety for passengers. The Victor Valley Sheriff's Station will now have a team comprised of 1 sergeant and 4 deputies assigned to the Victor Valley Transit Division. The team will work directly with the VVTA to enhance the safety of passengers and drivers. Deputies will be riding the buses as well as monitoring activity at bus stops and the Victor Valley Transit Center. This partnership is implemented to ensure each passenger on the public transportation system feels confident they can travel to their appointments and social activities safely. By pooling their expertise, both can effectively address security concerns, deter criminal activities, and swiftly respond to emergencies. The county's Liaison Education and Risk Network class, LEARN, is being offered to educate food operators on food safety. LEARN is a free training class based on the fundamentals of active managerial control and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's risk factors that lead to foodborne illnesses. The class is designed to educate operators on food safety, teach practices and procedures that will reduce foodborne illnesses, and provide a forum to network about various food safety topics. People who benefit include anyone who prepares or serves or handles food and can promote change in the facility to ensure safe food is served. All classes are free. Classes will be held monthly and space is limited. Visit this website to view class dates and RSVP. San Bernardino County birth and death certificates are now available online. San Bernardino County's Vital Statistics Registration Office has launched a new service that allows residents to purchase certified copies of birth and death certificates online. Currently, the service is available for births and deaths that occurred in the past 2 years. Records for events older than 2 years can be obtained at San Bernardino County Hall of Records. The Victor Valley Community Services Council is offering free homemaker services, transportation, and activities for seniors ages 60 and older with mobility challenges. Residents can join the group in its monthly shopping trips where they pick you up, take you home, and assist with lifting and carrying items. For more information or to reserve your seat on the bus, call 760-243-9646. San Bernardino County Museum announces the 2023 dates for its Cosmic Nights astronomy-themed evening events in partnership with the San Bernardino Valley Amateur Astronomers and at the Victor Valley Museum in Apple Valley. Cosmic Nights in Apple Valley will be Friday, June 23rd, and Saturday, August 26th. The evenings feature telescope viewing and an opportunity to discuss astronomy with telescope operators. The Victor Valley Museum has opened the exhibition Ahead of His Time, The Life and Art of Ramon Contreras. The exhibit features 5 exclusive works of art and a large-scale mural by the most famous artist of the Mexican muralist movement. While at San Bernardino High School in 1935, Ramon Contreras entered the National Higgins Ink Drawing Contest, earning 4th place among more than 3,000 entries. For 2 years, he represented his school with a one-man exhibit at the annual exhibit of the Pacific Arts Association for Public School and College Art. In 1936, Ramon Contreras painted a mural for the San Bernardino High School library. This same year, the high school student painted other murals at Glen Ranch, California, the Desert Inn in Palm Springs, and the Los Angeles Public Library. Ramon Contreras was the youngest artist ever invited to attend the San Francisco International Exposition, held in 1939 and 1940. In 1939, he was diagnosed with cancer. He died in 1940. He was 21 years old. The Ahead of His Time, The Life and Art of Ramon Contreras exhibition will run through December at the Victor Valley Museum in Apple Valley. More information and exhibition updates are available on the museum's website. The Bureau of Land Management has elevated its seasonal fire restrictions on all BLM public lands managed by the California Desert District. The elevated restrictions address the use of campfires, controlled flame devices, target shooting, and smoking on public lands. The order prohibits recreational target shooting. However, these restrictions do not impact hunting. These proactive fire restrictions are in place to protect visitors, communities, adjacent private lands, and natural resources from the risk of wildfire. These restrictions will remain in effect until October unless terminated sooner if conditions warrant. The Bureau of Land Management has awarded 2 grants totaling almost $5 million to accelerate the training and placement of excess wild horses and burros into private care. These grants are part of the BLM's efforts to encourage more adopters to give a wild horse or burro a good home. The Adoption Incentive Program provides up to $1,000 to adopt an untrained wild horse or burro from the BLM. The goal of the program is to reduce BLM's recurring costs to care for unadopted and untrained wild horses and burros, while helping to enable the BLM to confront a growing overpopulation of wild horses and burros on fragile public rangelands. Thanks to its Adoption Incentive Program and the online corral, the BLM has doubled the rate of private care placement over the last 5 years. Supervisor Paul Cook's office wants to inform you that vouchers are now available to have dogs or cats spayed or neutered. Residents with dogs or cats in San Bernardino County's unincorporated communities can request a voucher for $50 towards spaying and neutering. To request a voucher, call the Pet Overpopulation Coalition at 888-767-2550 or email the address shown. San Bernardino County's new state-of-the-art high desert behavioral health clinic has opened on Highway 18 in Apple Valley. This 28,000 square foot mental health facility offers counseling, outpatient services, and a 24-hour crises hotline for the high desert community. It will also serve as the high desert headquarters for the county's Department of Behavioral Health. Terry Kurtz On-Line was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest standing full service commercial brokerage firm. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Silverwood, the developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community, support the events, youth activities, and programs of our high desert Mojave River Valley communities. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, the Holiday Inn, conference and convention center for the high desert and destination of choice of visitors and travelers to the Victor Valley. That's a wrap on this edition of Terry Kurtz On-Line. On behalf of Victor Valley Television Productions, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again next time around.